Welcome back to part 2 of my macro video. We'll get straight back into it with the egg section. So let's go, see you inside. The other thing, going back to the eggs, so sorry I sort of missed, they do a lot of quail's eggs, 69 baht for 50 quail's eggs, fresh duck eggs, then all barn eggs, free range eggs, blah 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 blah. And then this is the continuation of the seafood where you can get squid, cuttlefish, squid wings, etc, etc, as well as like packets of God knows what, jellyfish, if you like jellyfish. Anyone like jellyfish? Bag of jellyfish. Not sure how you'd cook that, but must be a way. Plus all the scallops, etc., clams, mussels, oysters, oyster meat, very nice. Salmon, so yeah, you can buy salmon. This is Norwegian salmon, and it's about £7 a kilo. So I normally buy like a whole salmon, have it cut up. Over here they've only got like pre-filleted, but I normally buy the whole salmon and then they will chop it. Mackerel's usually good price, 56 baht a kilo, so about £1.30 a kilo. Usually get quite 3 or 4 different size salmon. And then Chinese sausage, which I do like, but as I'm trying to lose weight, it's got a high fat content, so won't be getting any of that today. Anyway, let's move on a bit more back to the sort of frozen fish. So all different cuts of squid and jellyfish and whatever. And then prawns, these are all frozen prawns. Prawns go for small ones about £5-6 a kilo, up to the large ones. These are on special, £2.89, and they're 21-25 size, 289, about £8. Or you can buy like a bag, 500 gram, 26.30, which is about the average size. Yeah, about £7. So anyway, right, let's carry on looking at different fish. Lots of different fish, always good looking at fish. Catfish, tilapia, pangasius, red tilapia, grey tilapia, and they will prepare them, they will descale them and chop them up and do whatever, fillet them if you want, like this lady's doing over here. I'm sure she goes home smelling of fish to her husband, which is probably doesn't ever get rid of the smell, but yeah, they will chop, portion, cuts, do everything for you. So you can buy whole Norwegian salmon, 325 baht, and they will cut it. You get the whole fish and they'll cut it whatever you want. Or you can buy pre-chopped or portion. No tuna. out of tuna. Everyone must have gone tuna mad. Okay, let's go. Oh, and as well as that, they have live shrimps, live fish. You can choose. These are freshwater prawns, not seawater. So you can get them fresh as you want, so you know they're good quality. And spaghetti. Let's have a look at it. So, pack of spaghetti, 52 baht, £1.20 for 500 gram. You can buy different pasta quills, 100 baht. So, what's that? Just over a couple of quid for kilo bag. Got kilo bags. Or you can get huge packets of spaghetti, which is, how much is in there? Oh, 3 kilo for about 6 quid. Keep it going. I do buy Agnese as well, which is about £1.60, makes a change. And what is good value is pasta sauce, which I buy with the Arrow brand, 72. You can use this for pizza and pasta, very herby, which is what I like. 72 baht, so 150. But expensive. What is expensive is pesto. It's £3.50 a jar, and you have to eat a lot of pesto and quick, because otherwise it goes off. So, but they do couscous, £2 a box of, give it the right way, £2 a box of couscous, which is nice for a salad. And I do buy this carbonara mushroom when it goes on offer. At the moment it's, they knocked a little bit off, 70 baht, so still about £1.60, and but it's nice. One thing that has shot up in price recently is olives. I used to buy Crespo, tins of Crespo, and they started off at 68 baht, now 102 baht a tin. I did buy I bought one of these, a big jar of green olives, which are stuffed, for about a £5, but I don't eat as many as I did in the past, because obviously the price has gone up. So I've sort of cut back on my olive consumption, although I still buy olive oil and have that on my salad. Okay, so going back down, frozen pork. Pork's gone up in price as well, because it is Songkran, so the price of all pork has gone up. I used to buy pork bones for the dog, or dogs. These here, they were 19 baht, now they are 35 baht, so nearly doubled in cost. So the dogs are going without pork bones at the moment until the price comes down. Okay, there's also a decent sort of international food section, Korean, Japanese, not as big as Hua Hin. They do have chips. I don't know why chips are over here. People think they're like a top food, but anyway, you got all the stuff to make sushi and sashimi, which we are going to do at the weekend. So, but garden peas are nice from New Zealand, Watties. I don't buy our own brand because they're horrible. So these come from New Zealand, and yeah, lots of Japanese, and then frozen fruit, which I had a spate of making smoothies with. So, but yeah, lots of sort of mirin, soy sauce, kikkoman, all the sort of stuff to do your sushis and whatever else. Cherries. Look, these, look, blackberries, frozen blackberries. £5 a bag, a kilo. Grow wild in England. You can pick carrier bags for nothing. Hey ho. Right, moving on. Moving on to the sort of breakfast cereals. One thing I do buy is oats. I make my own muesli. So for $1.50 you can get a kilo of oats and just add in some peanuts, sunflower seeds, raisins, etc. This aisle was a lot of produced, pre-made, processed food, which I don't normally look at because I've gone away from it. But I do buy some more sushi ingredients like red fish roe, orange fish roe, wasabi paste. They do have kimchi, frozen seaweed, salad, excuse me. But then you start getting into breaded fish and stuff, which yeah, you can buy. And the tea's nice. The Thai tea mix ham brand, very nice, as well as the green tea. And they have special tea, but this is very nice. Got a hint of vanilla with it. Yeah, nice. So lots of teas. Yeah, over at the other side it's still all cereals and Ovaltine drinks, soy milk drinks, cocoa, etc. Then we move on to the breadcrumbs, etc. and duck. Obviously duck is quite big over here. Not my favourite. Don't seem to get a lot of meat on the old ducks. I did buy one a while ago and I struggled to get any meat off of it. It was supposed to be a large duck, but there we go. Not to worry. What I do buy, which is about 90p, is a tempura flour, which is great for doing calamari, fish. You do chicken in it. I don't, but I use it for calamari, and I make my fish batter when I do battered fish. Lots of sort of processed food, sausages, ham, junk, some stuff which is like, I hate to think what's inside of it. I don't know if you can see the colour of those hot dog sausages. How do they get that colour? It's just vile. Must be asking to die of cancer if you get that. But I don't know, they must sell it, look. Loads of it. How do you make hot dog burgers look that colour? Ridiculous. There must be so much crap in there. Ooh. Right, anyway, let's go back away from that stuff to frozen beef. We're going to look at the fresh beef section. Oh, well, just a quick look back over here in the other section. We do kimchi, and also this is very nice in if you do a spicy salmon salad. It's obviously got chili in, a bit warm, but yeah, very nice. And about 80p for that. So you can use that, probably dresses about a good 5 salads with that, but has a shelf life, so you can't keep it too long. The other thing I do buy is this, which is Japanese sesame soy sauce for salad. It's good. Again, shelf life though. Okay, my favourite these peanuts, which I put into my muesli. Very yummy. But they do lots of nuts, pulses, lentils, everything you can think of, kidney beans. You can get like multi-pack of nuts, sesame seeds, white sesame seed, black sesame seed, and then dried fungus, lots of different dried fungus. I did buy some, I can't remember which one I bought now, so many of them, but it was on special, and I did use it. It just goes miles and miles and miles. So much, can't use it all. Anyhow, back to the fishy section. You do have live tilapia, and you have also live red tilapia. Poor things don't know what's going to happen to them, but they'll be the live grey tilapia 75 baht and the red tilapia 140 baht. Don't know what the difference is in taste and whatever, but yeah. Poor little lambs. Chips, fish and chips.